I know. It's been a long, long time.
I didn't think you'd actually pick up. You've got 30 minutes to get me my package.
I have always wanted to make films. Anyone that's known me for any part of my life has known that that's been like my highest goal, is I want to direct films. And in 2022, I promised myself this is going to be the year that I stop dreaming and I actually do something about it.
So let me just connect side this link because it's easier. Yeah, those are good.
I love that. That light is perfect. I shot this short film over a year ago now. It was, I think, April of 2022, and it is now July of 2023. And I've had this idea of making this YouTube video, this behind the scenes video, for a long, long time and just have not gotten around to do it. And I said, you know what? Enough is enough. Let me go ahead and make this so that I can release it to the world and hopefully share a few of the things that I learned on creating my very first narrative short film. Kirby and I had a shoot at the studio space, and this studio had several different rooms built out. It had like a Moroccan desert room. It had a Victorian, like really ornate decorative room. And then it had a grungy old rundown hotel room. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll use that and base the entire story around that one thing, because I know I can shoot there. And if I base everything around one location, have one actor, and it's just me, myself shooting it, no one else has to see it. And I can take all the pressure away. I started writing and I had one character and I just started building all of these ideas around this hotel room. And I was like, okay, what if our main character is running from something? What if he has, something in his possession and things went wrong? And how could it build the tension in that? So I just started writing and throwing out ideas and thinking like, oh, this is good, I'll keep this, or no, this sucks, I'll throw this out. And eventually by the end of the night, I had a full script. I wanted to have it shot in 4 weeks. So in 4 weeks, I had to find an actor, I had to find the costumes, I had to book the location, I had to figure out what gear I needed and get it all organized and ready to go in 4 weeks. So I put out a story on my Instagram. I was like, hey, I don't know if anyone on here is interested, but I have a short film script and I need an actor. And if you'd like to try out acting, shoot me a DM and we can get it set up. One of my friends, Harry, DM'd immediately and he was like, hey, I used to do skits in high school. I'd love to help out. And I was like, oh, awesome.
Good. 2 large cheese pieces. That's fake because I ordered cheese. It was just cheese.
And the more that I would tell people, the more they would get interested. And before I knew it, I had like 7 people wanting to come help me. And I started kind of getting nervous about it because I was like, oh, I don't know if this is going to turn out good. Am I going to waste everyone's time? Are people going to be bored? I don't really know what I'm doing. And everyone was just super excited to help. They were like, no, we just want to go do something. We've never done anything like this. We want to come out and help. So about a week out, we went shopping for all the props and wardrobe that we needed. We went to Goodwill, we went to Target, we went to Walmart, we went to every store you could think of just to try to find anything that would fit this world. And we found some really, really cool stuff. Surprisingly, we spent maybe $50 on everything, from the wardrobe, from the whiskey glass. We made fake whiskey because Harry was gonna have to keep drinking it over and over and over, and we didn't want him getting too crazy. So we got all the wardrobe and props kind of laid out. Found this glass at Goodwill for like $2. Watch from Target. The shirt and pants are from Goodwill. Each were like $5. Got like a tank top here. And then we also found this duffel bag for about $5 at Goodwill. So this is gonna be his look. We had Harry come over and he did a test fitting to make sure everything fit him right, and he looked awesome. We also made fake sweat because I knew I wanted him to be in this rundown, grungy motel, and I'm like, if he's running from someone, he's not gonna be clean, he's not gonna, he's gonna have sweat, his hair is gonna be messed up, he's gonna be kind of greasy. So we figured out how to make fake sweat, which was really cool and actually ended up looking really good on camera.
We can do this. We can do this.
All right, here we go. We're making a movie. Got the car loaded down. Got a couple of snacks and drinks for everyone. Full car. So we show up and everyone's there and we're unloading all the gear. And then I remember there's this one moment that everyone just kind of looked at me with this look that's like, all right, so what are we doing? And I remember thinking, it's kind of my call, isn't it? I'm not really used to that. You know, a lot of times when we shoot for other companies, we're working together with the owner of the company or whoever hired us to kind of collaborate and get a vision. But with this, the vision was all in my head. So I had to figure out, okay, how can I communicate what I saw to all these people here so that we can all get on the same page and make this look as best as we possibly can. We have the Aperture 600D and a lantern that's going to cast like a nice overall cast of light. And then we're going to bring in some RGB lights to kind of set the mood a little bit more, but this is just going to kind of act as a main light to fill everything in. So yeah, it's coming together. This is looking good. I'll walk you through the set a little bit. So we got the duffel bag that has the goods in it. This is what Harry did the job for. So he grabbed this and he's on the run and he's hiding out in his hotel. His boss doesn't know it, but he's not going to give the boss the goods. So he's trying to hide out. The boss doesn't know where he's at. And that's where this whole scene takes place. So everything's in here. And we got all this to support his habit because he's stressed out. So you got to have his smokes. So a little bit of whiskey. This is going to be outside. So it'll look like the side of the window. But yeah, that's the scene. It's going to look good.
It could be super late at night or super early in the morning.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, we could put the 300D like warm to match this, maybe with extra shadows.
And like if it were shining through this, it would cast shadows on the ground.
That'd be cool. Let's do that.
We're gonna be sweaty.
You're supposed to wear black. If you're not a creative and you're not shooting, if you're shooting, wear black, all black.
Yeah.
I didn't follow the rules, clearly, but.
So, right now, he's honestly the ambiguity is part of, I think, the character. So you're not really supposed to know exactly what the situation is. You're just supposed to know that paranoia is there. He's on the run from something, and it's not really clear what he did or is going to do. So that's sort of what we're going to try to portray. We want to leave it a little bit up to the viewer to sort of play with in their own head, like what it could possibly be. So we're going to try to do.
I used to
sell that sort of
I used to work in a video
fear of the
rental store,
unknown.
and
That's sort of what we're going
sold
for.
cigarettes.
So once we started filming, all the nerves, everything just completely faded away and we had an awesome time. It was so much fun. I think that was the most fun I've ever had shooting anything. And I remember whenever we were done shooting that day, Kirby and I were headed home and I looked at her and I said, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to create stories like this that, you know, aren't real life and create this world that's not real, but make it feel real. And I was riding on such a high after that. I remember this is exactly what I want to do. So as I was editing, I was like, man, you know what? This isn't bad. It ended up getting into 3 different film festivals all over Texas, and I got to go to 2 of them, and it was the coolest experience. The people that we got to meet there, seeing other people screen their films, it's a whole world that I knew nothing about. And all of this stuff and all of these lessons and everything that I learned would not have been possible if I didn't just set that goal and actually get up and force myself to make something. And if none of that other stuff would have happened, I'm just super thankful that I made something. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to link it down in the description below. Go check it out, show it some love, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think about it. I've got a lot more projects that I'm planning on coming out with, so stay tuned for those. I want to share all of those here, my process behind all of them, everything that I've learned so that I can try to help you guys and spread what knowledge that I gained from working on these projects with all of you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes look at my very first short film, 30 Minutes.